Well, the old water's still gushing in, and more importantly, the rubbish. You can't see very well from the other side, but the rubbish here is really building up, and it goes right back under the bridge. It will block the sluice gates, so you've got some trees, branches, whatever down there, so if you ever need to open the sluice gates, it might not work. Perhaps get a better view from around this side, but you still can't see properly inside the tunnel. And they've actually tied a bit of chain around there, and it's tied to a little tiny tree here, so I don't quite know what that's for. Well, it's going to take some bloody shifting all this rubbish. So it's actually blocking this side here. You can see the water streaming down there and there, but there's none coming off this end because there's no water flow virtually round here. Well, it is February and still no signs of them doing anything with this bloody tree. Whether they're going to leave it or whether they're just that busy doing everywhere else. Well, we've still got the coots. And there's quite a few more hens, which seems to decide he's going to swim away. It's only silly time now. The weather gets a bit better, they're going to be starting breeding any time. Of course, we've got Canada geese. We've always got them down there. Of course, in the park you have the squirrel. Suddenly we've got two squirrels. He stands still and that's it. It all appears as if by magic. Well, the old rats are out, it's gone for his dinner. Had enough. And the old squirrel's doing the gymnastic competition. Anything to get food upside bloody down. You can do something a bit more exciting, really. Now, it's only February, but spring's on its way. You can see all the new growth. And normally these ribes here are one of the first things to come out. And the honia at the back's flowering. All these are in bud. And spring's well and truly on its way. It's up by the memorial, so it's a bit sheltered up here, so things do move a bit quicker here than they do anywhere else. Well, the old male goosander's back on the lake. I don't know whether he's on his own or there's another gang with him. Can't see anymore, but there seems to be millions of bloody Canada geese. We've got a coot down here. Well, they did highlight earlier on in the video about all the wood and everything blocking the sluice gates. Now they have been and obviously tidied it up. There's still a lot of water. We did see last week that bit there It wasn't flowing because it was blocked with wood, but now it's all flowing. So when it's going down there, it's going under the lake and carrying on towards Nantwich. But still a lot of bloody water, and it's still really flowing quite rapidly. Well, we've not had a lot of rain, but still everywhere is flooded. You still can't see the wall to the island. And this bit's receded, but over there it's still underwater. The problem is, unless they open the sluice gates at the bottom, for which they need permission from the Environment Agency, it's just a matter of it evaporating.
Everyone has the same individual.
So it's going to take forever unless we get some hot weather to evaporate it. And everything seems super hungry this morning. We're invaded by millions of ducks and Canada geese. Goose senders off on his travels, nice and close. They disappear behind the bush. Instead we have Mr. Coot. Where is he? Mr. Coot. Are you going to say hello? A couple of swans, because I've stood still, they come to see if I've got any food. No, miserable old git. But over there somebody's got some food. So half the park's gone over there. The swans are on the way. Quick as they can. Food. Now that doesn't make a lot of sense. We've got all the old wood out of the lake and you've left a load of wood here. Well, that's just going to be for the wildlife. We've got this dirty great crack down the tree and they've left that standing, so it doesn't make any sense. You thought there'd have crack finishes somewhere there, so you thought they'd have cut that down while they were doing the damn job. It has smashed sort of the side of the lake there. And it is a big open space now, so whether they're coming back for this or whether they will leave it, it's ideal for the wildlife, or whether they'll plant another tree. But it looks as though they've sort of started hacking there and then give up. There's no point in leaving that as it is. And you're so used to it being here and sort of making it dark. It's quite different now. Very first crocus out on Burma Island. These are always one of the earliest to come out. Well, our old friend's back. It shouldn't be south of Scotland, but I believe it's a she, this one. She's back on the lake. The old barnacle goose coming a bit closer so we can see her better. I do believe she's a female. She comes and she sort of disappears and reappears. She's been coming for years. There's a lot of coots about this morning. There's one there. Where's the other one? One there. There's one down the bottom. And that one looks as though it's chasing that one. I've just had it confirmed they are leaving that there. Even though there's a big split down it. And believe it'll rot away in 2 years, but they're leaving it so it's sort of remembrance to keep the original view sort of thing. So whether it will regrow. Well, by the war memorial there's quite a lot of growth. These hypericums, you can see that's all new growth. I looked at this one last week. This is got new growth on it. It's very sheltered here. It's surrounded by trees, so definitely spring on the way. Well, by the lodge there's a lot of crocus popping their heads up, and they haven't yet sort of opened up the flowers, but there's quite a few. It's quite a spectacular sight when it comes in this. Well, they have a couple of new trees. They're not getting much love and attention, these, because they're just a cane sort of holding them up. So if they survive, it could be lucky. Well, we do have the spring flowers coming out. These bushes of always in flower. Another one here. It's what's going on with all the ducks, because they're all going mad. All sort of ganging up and come to see what's going on. And nobody's fed them all, but they stood still for 5 minutes and everything's appeared. Gulls, pigeons, Canada geese. And some of them get quite stroppy if you've got no food. Well, the water is receding very slowly. You can see where it's been up to. It's still the island, you can't see the brickwork. It's going to take some time before it gets back to normal levels. Just looking at this old tree, what a wonderful tree it is. But again, they don't look after it because you've got all these branches really extended. And if you just chop them back a bit and made it straight up, because they've got one up there, there's got to be some weight on that. And that's why they tend to go over, because all the weight's one-sided. But it's a fair old tree. Heather's Devonport's bench has got a lot of nice new flowers in remembrance. The old swans are having a wander, 2 of them, 3 of them. I'm going to clean up. You can see here how high the water is, because there's that, if I can pick it up underwater, where the coot is there, there's the wall there. And it's way above the wall still. So at least it's keeping this bit plenty of water, so there's no reason why the pump can't work. Mr. Blackbird. Waiting for the old man to come with his grub. Old squirrel. About to say posing nicely until he ran off. I've got some nice flowers quite sure what they are, whether they're the type of daff. There's some daffs coming up. Well, that's better. He's got some nuts now. Really amusing how they do that, just like a human. Loads of pigeons on the feeders, scrapping everything they've got. No robin out. I'll say that and it disappears. Somewhere up there's the squirrel. You can find him. Well, the council wouldn't assume it's them anyway, but having a right chop at everything. Everything's pruned, chopped back. A really good go at everything. There's a lot of these, like by the railings, there's no need to chop them back because the thicker it is, the better for wildlife, better for security, but they do like to chop things back. You can see there they really opened up this area and you just let it go wild because it's not in anybody's way. It's better for the wildlife and everything, so why you chop it back and then just leave the rubbish? We'll keep reporting on the state of spring. There's still plenty of buds, but they're not really open yet. Nearly sort of open there. Well, we have got plenty of flowers on the begonia. I mean, these things seem to flower no matter what. Whenever. They don't care. There's tons and tons of flowers on them. Stand back, you can see. Well, by the lodge all the crocuses are out. This is mostly what children did. So some of the flowers are not fully open, but they're all out. I don't know if you can hear it over the wind, but now it's pretending to conversation with this crow. Well, the water's still high, but you can see just the top of the island. And what's interesting is all the bricks are broke or knocked over or what have you. I don't know what's been going on there. It's slowly going. You couldn't see the top before, but now you can. It's one of them days when it suddenly gusts and blows your hood up. I hope somebody spotted some food. Now Burma Island and the flowers are starting to come out. We've got 3 in 1 here. Snowdrop and blue and yellow. The top end near Morton Road and the blossoms starting to come out. There's one tree here and one tree there where the blossoms starting to flower. The spring's definitely on its way. Just wish this wind would stop. Well, they do have the one male goosander back on the lake. Just chilling. So why is he on his own? There's plenty of yellow flowers coming out. They're always yellow early on to attract all the bees and insects and anything else. And they're always good, these bushes, they just flower forever. Still the little walls on the water. Cook's out making the most of it. There's another one down here somewhere. Yeah. You might just be able to see on video of them. I think there's too much reflection, but there should be water there, and the light should be below the wall. Well, the very first of the daffs are out. These are little sort of mini daffs. They're all out in flower. The bird feeding trees, I call it, down Curry Walk. The blossoms out, or starting to come out anyway. I just had Mr. Robin appear. 2 robins, that's unusual to get them together. And by the Gulf War Memorial, these 2 trees are in blossom, and they do make a spectacular sight when they really get going. Not surprising the difference, because it has been about 4 degrees throughout the days, and last week, this week, it's been about 13 in some cases. So it certainly brought spring on a bit. Behind the main road there's plenty of, near me over this wind, crocus and things coming out. None of them are really sort of fully opened yet, but there's a good display. Should open any time.